rough end plumbing is typically new construction. You're building a house, and so you have rough end plumbers come in, and basically they're they're laying the drain lines under the concrete, under the foundation. They're stubbing in the drain for the toilet. They're stubbing in the drain for the lavatory. And basically, it's all the pre-plumbing work before the framing and stuff gets added. And so you have to know where the toilet's going to be set. You have to be good at reading architectural plans too, because the architect says, hey, your toilet's going to go here. Well, if you put the toilet drain in the wrong position, that's a lot of money spent on trying to repair that. You'll have water lines laid out. You got to know where the water lines are coming. So it's the layout of the water lines, the drain lines, for all the fixtures that are going to be in the house. Another thing that's really, really important about rough end plumbing is the size of the sewer line and the size of your drain lines have to be sized for the number of people in the building. So if you have a family of 6, let's say all 6 people are in the house and all the toilets and all the sinks are being used at one time, those drain lines have to be sized for that amount of people. So that's a real important factor when they're building a house or a commercial building. It's super, super important when they're building a commercial building that everything is sized for the maximum amount of people that can be in that building at a time. A house will be sized for a family of 4, let's say, and let's say it's an older house and now somebody comes in and they want to divide it up into apartments. Well, those drain lines were never meant to handle 10 people in this house that was built for a family of 4. So sizing that's a major problem, especially if you're trying to update or redo the building for an intention that it was never made. So yes, sizing is a huge, it's super important, and that's probably the number one mistake. Once the rough end plumbing has been installed, now everything has to be tested. Everything has to be pressure tested. So the inspector is going to make you fill the drain lines and plug the drain lines and cap the drain lines. They're going to be looking for leaks. So yeah, they're going to be looking for slope, pitch on the drains. Anything that's exposed, they're going to put a level on it. If it's not level, that's going to have to be corrected. Let's say everything's glued together and you've got everything and the pressure test fails and you have a leak. Now you potentially have to redo all the work. So make sure it's right the first time, because you do not want to have to go back and correct it later on, especially when you're getting it inspected.